Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome, everyone in the room and on Zoom. We're so glad you're here. We're going to start off with some music, and I think you'll know this one. Feel free to stand if you like and join us in This Land is Your Land. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. In the square of the city, by the shadow of a steeple, by the relief office, I saw my people as they stood hungry. I started calling. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking, I saw a sign. And on that sign it said, private property. But the other side, well, it didn't say nothing. That side was made for you and me. Nobody living can ever stop us as we go walking down the freedom highway. Nobody living can make us turn back. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. All right. Woo-hoo. Well, Come and Go With Me is our next song. You might know it. You'll get it after the first time through. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Go with me to that land where I'm bound. Well, there'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land where I'm bound. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land. Freedom in that land where I'm bound. There'll be singing in that land. voices ringing in that land. There'll be freedom in that land. We're unbound, we're unbound. They'll be singing in that land. They'll be singing in that land. Freedom in that land. We're unbound. And there'll be loving in that land. There'll be loving in that land. There'll be loving in that land. We're unbound. There'll be loving in that land. There'll be loving in that land. Loving in that land. We're unbound. So come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. We're unbound. Come and go with me to that land. Just come and go with me to that land. With me to that land. We're unbound.
Good morning. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Steve Van Meter, your senior minister. Can you hear me all right? It's kind of muffled. It's a little different. The sound is a little funny today, but we'll get through it one way or t'other. I want to thank you for making this your spiritual destination this morning. Happy Father's Day. Any fathers out there? Yes. Ladies? Yeah, come on. Father figures, divine masculine. We play both roles, but I want to just wish my dad happy Father's Day in heaven. He made his transition several years ago, but he's still right here. You hear him every Sunday morning. My dad that got me into all this, so it's all his fault.
Yeah,
So, I have some announcements, but first we're going to do what we do every Sunday morning, and that's read our vision mission statement that's up on the screen. So please recite this with me. We are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles. So, we are a teaching chapter. We have classes going. We're kind of suspended during summer because a lot of people are away. But we do have lots of classes. So if you want to really figure out what this teaching is all about, take a class and deepen yourself in this teaching. So our announcements. A big thank you to our community fun fair people. We had such an awesome experience a couple weekends ago. We raised $600 for our roof. And it was just, and the band played, and we had barbecue, and we had all sorts of booths, and just really, we had 100 people walk through here. We had a bouncy house for the kids out front, and the adults got in there, and well, we had a really good time. I just want to thank everybody because it was a big push for our volunteers to put everything together. Especially Wendy Orsat, who spearheaded that. She's not here today. We're in Jamaica off on a pilgrimage to Colorado for the solstice, but they are with us in spirit. And exciting news. Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living is in the running for the best places to worship in the official 2024 Community Choice Award Best of Rogue Valley. Yes. So, if you would like to vote, we need your help in voting, and it's easy. It only takes a few minutes, and here's how you do it. You go to this website, and this website is on the e-news. So if you get our e-news, or if you go to our website, you can find this. You can go to grantspasscsl.org to find the website. and then click Vote Now, and you go down to the Entertainment and Leisure category. I love that we are under Entertainment and Leisure. I guess all
That's because
worship.
you're so entertaining.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's just interesting that they would put spirituality under leisure and entertainment. How spiritually entertaining can you be? But I guess it's
Very
it.
leisurely.
Very leisurely entertaining. And then you find places to worship in the sidebar, and then you look for the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living and cast your vote. I've already voted. You can vote once. I tried. Well, you never know. You know, sometimes you can be very expressive. I was taught to vote early and often. So remember, you need to provide an email address to vote. So you've got to have an email to be online. And one vote per email. Voting is open now and runs through June 30th. Winners will be announced September 12th. Let's come together as a community and support our GPCSL, show your colors, and vote for our center to be the best place to worship in Grant. Well, you already know that. You're here. Once again, we have our metaphysical book study every Sunday from 9 to 9:45 over in the LEC, where we're studying the Science of Mind textbook. And then from 9:50 to 10:05, we have a meditation over there in the LEC. Please come early if you want to participate in the meditation. And we have some other announcements. The flowers today are from, we have two sets of flowers. One is from Janice Garibay, the roses, beautiful. And Lori Levine brought the daisies, beautiful. Thank you both. Also, if you would like to provide flowers on a Sunday, there's a sign-up sheet in the back, and we have a bunch of openings. It's really cool because you provide everybody a beautiful flower experience, and then you take them home and they sit in your home for the week. So it's a really wonderful thing to do for your community and for yourself. So please fill out our sheet so that you can have flowers every Sunday. And I want to thank Deborah Perdue for always doing that for us. She's so on it. If nobody brings anything, she goes out to our garden. I'm only kidding. I love her out there in the morning picking flowers for our children. Okay, is there anybody that's here for the very first time? Is it first time? Great. We have a little gift for you right here, Jenna. And we want to thank you for making this your spiritual destination. We know you have a lot of places you could go on Sunday morning, but you found yourself here. We've been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us. And anybody have a cell phone? Cell phone? No? Yeah, it's on. It's off now. Gazer's on stun so that we don't get a God calling in the middle of our service. And please stand as we sing We Are One.
We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we shall peace has come as we are one. Good morning, everyone. Is it on? Yeah. Okay. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Deborah Perdue, and I'm one of the licensed practitioners here, and it's my honor and joy to be up on stage here today to present what I'm going to present. And let's read the gratitude together.
In gratitude, I feel the support of spirit in all I endeavor, and so I know I am ready to take on anything with faith, strength, and trust.
What is a practitioner, and what do we do? There's a goldenrod sheet in the feedbacks that you can read if you're new here. I invite you to bring that home with you. And it tells all about what we do, which is basically to pray for others as they request, and ourselves, of course, and also to some of us teach classes, and some of us do the music, and we have other ministries in this center, and we support Reverend Steve as well, and all of you. And Janice Garabee is our table practitioner today. Thank you, Janice. And she is there to direct you to another practitioner or herself for a short affirmative prayer after the service. We love to pray for people. And also, you can put your prayer request in the box back there or in the offertory. And this is our request for affirmative prayer, and that is also in the CPAC. You can just fill it out, put it in those two places. And also, we love to hear about demonstrations, which are the yeses, what happened after we prayed for you, or you prayed for yourself. So always put in your demonstrations as well. We know that they'll happen, and we love hearing the affirmations about that. You can also put your prayer request online at grantspasscsl.org, and especially the Zoom people should know about that. Let's read the prayer together. It's on the screen. When I feel the unlimited potential of the infinite within me, I know I am unbound and unstoppable to express life's beautiful creativity. With this knowing, I am liberated and lifted up. Let's remain seated, and we're going to sing I Am Love.
Today's topic title is Unbounded and Unstoppable. Once I heard that title, I knew that Thomas Keith's great book, Inspired and Unstoppable, which I've read more than once, would have some relevant, even perfect wisdom for me to share on today's theme, and it did. I also want to share that I feel inspired and unstoppable with several callings of mine, sharing the superpower of gratitude with others, sharing my love of these teachings in every way I can, including offering classes and workshops and retreats to empower us, and also helping people to heal and empower themselves through prayer. All of this makes my heart sing. So here is the piece from Thomas' book, and then we'll go into a short meditation and we'll do an invitation. The first part is a quote from Ernest Holmes, which is in a book. Declare that you are one with infinite mind. Know that you cannot get away from the one mind, that wherever you may go, there, right beside you, is all the power there is in the whole universe. And then Thomas words, real power comes from walking on the edge of all you know, the edge of all we know as a society. You will have to discover your own amazing truth. In the meantime, you may risk not looking normal, since you'll be wearing that antenna on your head and all. You may occasionally falter, because it's not that easy to learn the language of your own true self, after years of ignoring your instincts, desires, and cues. But if you're willing to leave the past behind, you will come into an inspired power that will blow your hesitations, your limitations, and your training wheels away. You are the steward of an unimaginable resource. Discover who you really are by giving and shining unconditionally. The world can't give you this power. The current culture often doesn't invite genius because it doesn't know what it doesn't know. Dare to experience your own grandeur, the feeling of giving everything you have and receiving everything you are, all in the same breath. As you do this, the quality, energy, and form of your expression has to expand. It's inevitable. Big love attracts big love. So let's go into the silence for a minute or so and feel these words of wisdom. I'm so thankful for the oneness that is in and through everything and everyone. I call this Great Spirit. It is big love, joy, peace, well-being, and plenty. And each of us is one with Great Spirit. I know this Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living is filled with big love and joy and peace today and every day. On this Father's Day, we celebrate the masculine energy, yet not forgetting feminine power too. I know this service is a blessing to all, on Zoom and in person. For this and so much more, I am deeply grateful, and so it is. And it's time for more wonderful music by Buffy and Chet, and then Reverend Steve, and then Reverend Steve's wonderful message. Thank you.
Looking through these eyes, I see a paradise in this world all around. It's still good to be found, and standing here beside you. Want so much to live through, love in my life, and I feel that we need to.
Let us say we're crazy, I don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, don't ever look back.
When the world around us seems to fall apart,
I know we can make it
if we're hard to
hard.
And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs over others, we'll still rise above it. And nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna stop us now. Yeah, I'm so glad I found this, never wanna lose it. Whatever it takes, I will stay in the spirit and take us to the good times, lead us through the bad times. Whatever it takes, it's what I'm gonna do. And
let them say we're crazy, what do they know? Just hold on to your truth, don't ever let go.
when the world around us seems to fall apart, I know we can make it if we're hard to hard. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world tries to confuse us, there's a power we can use it. And nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna stop us now. Oh, all that I need is here.
All that I ever need,
And all that we have to do is know this forever, forever and ever. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever, 'cause nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world would try to crush us, we'll just rise above it. And nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna stop. We can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs over others, we'll just rise above. 'Cause nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna stop us now.
Well, good morning. Let me just clean some stuff up here. So, happy Father's Day. Yeah, let's hear it. Who's your daddy? So, it's the Divine Masculine Day, but it wouldn't be that without the Divine Feminine Day. Notice how Mother's Day comes first. So our theme this month is holy boldness. Holy boldness. You know, it's time to step into our power. We've been messing around with this long enough, and you have manifested at quite a very interesting time in the world's experience. Have you felt the pull? Have you felt the pull? There's a like jumping from analog to digital world happening, and we're in the midst of that change. So some people are still analoging while some people are digitizing, and some people are caught in between. And my title today, Unbounded and Unstoppable. You know, when we know ourselves as the divine spirit that we've come here to be, we realize the truth of who we really are. You can't play the victim anymore. You can't hide behind what happened to you, and this isn't to minimize what happened to you, but it's to see it properly, that whatever happened to you was the catalyst for you moving into a spiritual realm. Because no longer can you stay the victim of your experience. You know, today we live from that consciousness of our unlimited potential. We operate from our holy boldness and know no bounds. You are not restricted by what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday was yesterday's news. And it may have catapulted you into today, but you can't pre-shower for next week. You have to shower every day or every couple times a week. But you can't say, well, I took a shower, on the 1st, so that'll carry me through the rest of my life. You must do your spiritual practice all the time. You must wake up in spiritual practice. And instead of saying, oh God, it's morning, say, good morning, it's God. Because you are waking up as God itself. Spirit invites us to live from that place of high consciousness. And the only thing holding us back is ourselves and our possible perception of our obstructions. If we believe in something deeply and decide to pursue it, we feel that sense of freedom and connection with spirit when we accomplish it. Have you ever been so immersed in a project that you forgot to eat, or you forgot to do your other stuff because you were so consumed by this energy that you were it? There was no me and my project. You became the project. You became the outpicturing of your desire, whatever that was. There are no limits and barriers that can stop us. Only our perception of them. And we feel like nothing can hold us back. And when we do, we are unbounded and unstoppable. But only when we're in the consciousness of that. When we feel this way in God, in spirit, we feel unrestrained, liberated, lifted, and one with our source energy. And when you are in that zone, the zone that they talk about, athletes talk about, I was in the zone and everything was clicking and I was at the right place at the right time. When you're in the zone in your life, believing that you are source energy, you can do anything. There is nothing you cannot do. There's absolutely nothing you cannot do. Now, if I wanted to float around the room, you'd probably say, well, keep your feet on the ground, Steve. You can't float around the room. But someday I'll be able to. And I can float around in consciousness, can't I? I can imagine myself floating around. Our unlimited potential of the infinite that is within and around us is that part of us that is unbounded, unstoppable, and is causing you to thrive right now. You are thriving right now. Even if you think that you're not, you are in the midst of a huge demonstration there's a transformative energy that we're all part of right now. And even if you think things are going wrong, they're actually going right. Your experience of it is the energetic that we label it with. It can be either something that is stopping you, or it can be something that is motivating you to see things differently. And it's up to you. You know, for a long time, I was the victim of my circumstances until I decided to step into my power and go, you know what? What happened, happened. I will not forget what happened, but I will not allow it to stop me from going forward. I will still continue to love, and I will love differently this time. I'm going to love myself first. And from that love, the overflow will spill out into the world in a way that I don't care who is in my arena. Now, this doesn't mean I don't care about you. What I mean is, you can be with me or you can be with me. Because we're all going. You can't stop thinking. So why don't you make it the best it can be? It starts with your spiritual practice that can support you in realizing that this inner appearance of bondage that we placed upon ourselves or allowed others to place on us is a facade. It is only meant to catapult you into new awareness and new thinking. Nothing is holding you back. Only your belief that if it didn't work out that way, that it won't work out. It just means that's not the way. It just means there's a different way. It's not a no, it's a not right now. The inner chambers of bondage can be more restricting than the internal influences as they become either conscious or unconscious or even subconscious beneath our own awareness. How do you fix something that's you're not even aware of? If there's subconscious forces that are, excuse me, getting animated here. If there's subconscious forces that are keeping us from expressing completely, how do we change that? All we have to do is say, you know what? Spirit, there may be things that I do not understand, but I know they work in my favor. And if there's something I'm doing that I shouldn't be, let me know and I'll stop doing it. If there's something I should be doing, let me know and I'll start doing it. Open yourself up to that spiritual connection, because the universe is always shouting at us, trying to get our attention, but are we listening? We can then build our resilience and our excitement for life. If you know that everything is in your favor, that you are transforming because of the renewing of your mind, you are unstoppable. You are a force of nature, like a hurricane or a tornado, but maybe be the eye of the hurricane, where the calm is, things swirling about you, being in that vortex of the calm and the peace, making us unstoppable in manifesting our dreams and our goals, because we know that there is no limit to God, no limit to Source, only our idea of the limitation. We are eradicating any hidden beliefs or limiting ideas that previously prevented us from achieving our heart's desire right now. You are attracting why you came to this plane of existence to experience life. Doesn't that feel great? That you're on the right track, you're on the right path. You haven't made any mistakes. Your mistakes have been steps towards your highest and best. You had to figure out what didn't work so you can figure out what does. You know, if you stumble, it makes you stronger. We are becoming actualized. There's my dyslexia tongue. We are now unbounded. We are now unbounded and unstoppable. You know, in Independence Day is coming. It's just around the corner, you know, July 4th. Celebrate that now by becoming interdependent from our struggles. Let's assume control and dominance over our thought process that got us into negative thinking. And let's use that same power to get us out of it. You are the divine in form. Now, you're not all that the divine is. If I was to say, I'm God and you're not, that's me. But I'm God and so are you. Every cell of our being is God in form. It can be no other way. It has become the day of reckoning. Have you felt that coming up for you? Like some stuff just doesn't work anymore like it used to. See, your new energy that you are creating, you can't use the same mind ideas that worked previously. This is why we're in that kind of weird area where we are being called forward and upward, and we're trying to use our old ideas and it's not working. And we're like, wait, the buttons aren't pushing anymore because they won't work anymore. It's a new day of self-reliance and community strength and perhaps even sovereignty. You know, the fights that we used to fight don't need to be fought anymore. Give up the fight. Stop wrestling with your angels. Nobody's going to win. There is no winner or loser in God, in spirit, in source. There is no divine masculine or divine feminine. They're all one. Now, there are aspects of the divine that take on those roles for certain experiences, but we are all it. As we begin to proclaim our unbounded, unstoppable energy, it's time to have our own Interdependence Day and claim freedom and liberty from our own limitations and obstacles, whether internal or external. It's time of that personal reckoning with ourselves, to step selling ourselves short and imposing our own restrictions. What if you were completely unrestricted? You could think whatever you wanted, you could do whatever you wanted to do. Money is not an object. There is nothing you cannot be, do, or have. So freeing to think in those terms. And as you bulldoze that block, that wall down, a floodgate of love rushes in. See, love is what it's all about. It is our divine birthright to love and to be loved. That's why, like our pets, we love our pets. Why do we love them so much? Because we need to express that love. We need to be giving. We need to be loving the flowers. We need to be loving something. We need to love ourselves, not ridicule ourselves. But, you know, we've been taught if you were just this or you were just enough that, if you were just older or weighed less or weighed more or whatever, let go of that stuff. You know, I love the lyrics of the song that we just sang by Jefferson Starship. Think about the love of spirit. We can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's going to. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's going to stop us now. Your love for the spiritual energy inside you, which is your first love, can never go away. It can never not be there for you. And when you put your energy on that, all of a sudden love starts to bloom in your life. You become attractive. Because people want to be around love. Don't they? Don't you? I do. So it's basically talking about staying clear of those people who have negative vibes and try to keep us down. But instead, we're going to get our act together. take it on the road. We're not going to let anything stop us. This is that sense of freedom and liberty that we seek by being unbounded, unstoppable, and moving with holy boldness, regardless of what's happened before. What happened before is perfect. Now, again, this isn't to minimize some terrible, challenging thing that somebody may have done in your life, but it's not to be stuck there. What happened for reasons we may not have known at this time. It may not have been revealed to us yet, but there will be a time that we understand it completely. And until then, let's not hold that energy. Let's not give that experience free rent in our consciousness that holds us back. Sometimes we allow these perceived obstacles to be real in our lives. If we flip our perception and realize that they've all been meant for good, if we allow it to be good, that changes the entire dynamic of the picture that happened to us. Sometimes we may give something more credence than it deserves by telling and retelling our story and dramatizing it each time. We tell it over and over again, and it grows each time and allows the story to loom larger than life itself. And we do this to get through it. You know, we worry because we think that that's a good prayer to get through it. That's what holds it in place. If there's a challenge and you point at it, you've become part of that challenge. But if you acknowledge it and go, you know what? That has given me insight to go in a different direction. I know it's there, I'm not denying it, but I'm not letting it hold me back. Somewhere in our consciousness, the perception of obstacles becomes larger than life, and all of a sudden, we shift the energy, and our success becomes why we're here. Once we stop and we flip the energy and call the obstacle a positive that catapults us forward, what happens to the messenger when the message has been delivered? It disappears. You may not even remember what that challenging thing was, but you remember that something happened and I'm better for it now. That's all we have to remember. Something happened and, well, whatever that was, I'm here now and I'm prospering. Let us free ourselves from our own limitations that kept us from doing, being, or having what we were manifested to be, do, and have here. We have now become unstoppable. You are a force to be reckoned with. People see your energy and they step out of your way, or they're attracted to it because they want that too. They become part of your cheerleading group. Go get him, man. Look, he's going. Look at that. He's going. I want to see what he's going to do. We are unstoppable. And your good is being magnetized towards you. Let's turn on the electromagnet of attraction, the law of attraction. What we think about, we bring about. That's how the universe works. If you're thinking about the challenge, the universe says, yes, let me show you more challenge. If you think about prosperity, love, perfect health, perfect mind, perfect body, perfect relationships, the universe says, yes, let me show you how perfect it can be. So in conclusion, in order to feel unbounded, we have to free ourselves from the restraints of limited thinking by moving and taking actions towards what we do want to be and have. Write down a list of dreams, and when they happen, cross them out and put another one under it. In order to feel unstoppable, we have to free ourselves from any obstacles or boundaries of limited thinking that we have previously set in place. Now is the time. Have you seen what's happening in the world? Things don't work like they used to because there's a new energy happening. We are going 5D or whatever, G or whatever. D, G, I don't care. Whatever note that is. In order to move boldly through life in a sacred manner, we have to feel that divine connection, to sense our freedom as who and what we truly are. This requires empowerment, conviction, commitment, and the ability to govern from that inner place of strength, trust, faith, and truth. Remember who you are. You are powerful. You are it. There is no need for an intermediary. You are it. Examine those hidden beliefs and jettison the ones that don't work. Our spiritual practices begin to inform us of our course of action, to resolve our old beliefs, our old stories and perceptions or limitations, so that we may freely and clearly float around the universe. You've been given this wonderful thing called a body. I call it a spacesuit. You are occupying the space of your life. Make it the best it can ever be. Look at it differently. This pathway leads us to being unstoppable in spirit, in God, in source energy, and having an unbounded freedom to express fully and completely just the way we are and the way it was meant to be. As we begin to walk in our holy boldness, emblazoned from within, shining our inner light brightly so that others may see their way, divine intervention has taken place. Happy Divine Masculine Day, and so it is. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tattoo. Well, it's time to follow our teaching and go within. So I invite you, whatever your traditional experience of the divine is, I invite you to take and connect with that right here and right now. Bring to the forefront of your consciousness what you believe created you. This is your business. Nobody's going to tell you what that looks like or feels like, because it's your idea. And it's the right one if it's yours. There is no wrong way to pray. We know that praying in source brings about fast change. So, something wonderful is happening right now. And as we move towards the love, we unify with all creation. There is truly only one of us here. It is the divine expressing as the countless life forms that experience love in whatever arena they are living. I may not know what your dream is. I don't have to, because God knows if you know it. Maybe you don't even know it. Just imagine that you are source. You are the power that created you. There is not us and God, there is us as God. And as such, thriving is inviting you to higher consciousness right here and right now. There is a way, and that way is being manifested right here and right now. All the cells in your body are moving to the right places for perfect healing. All the things in your life, new connections are being made, new ideas are being formulated in spirit and being brought to you in a way that is identifiable and implemented in a way that allows you to thrive and allow those around you just being in your energy to thrive also. That is how powerful this is. You are blessed. And you take full advantage of that blessing by moving into the love that you have came here to be. Love is the answer to all questions. So let us bask in the love of the universe right here, right now. Filled to overflowing as a fountain that never stops. Spilling over into the world in such a way that everyone, everything, no matter what their station in this thing called life is, experiences that transition to the next, greatest yet to be. So it is easy to give great thanks. Thank you, divine loving energy, for removing all of any so-called blockages that allow the divine energy to flow in this moment now. There is a miracle taking place as who and what you are. Run with it. Love it. Be it. Share it. And it is so, as we affirm this together by saying, and so it is. Amen. Okay. Well, it is time for our prosperity affirmation. So if you'd like to put your gift on your heart or your hand on your heart, if that's what you're giving today, we will recite this together. In the spirit of thriving and unlimited abundance, I offer this gift to this center. I thrive, we thrive, and it feels so good. So it is.
Well, I learned as a child, there's two ways to see the world as it is and how it could be. Some people say that's just not my problem. Some people do what must be done. They see the hole in the fabric that must be sewn. They see the way blockaded and they roll back to stone. They see the day beyond the horizon, and they do what must be done. Some people do what must be done. You know they do what must be done. They see the day beyond the horizon, and they do what must be done. I see the toll taken and the tears that were shed. I seen the journey started and the ripples spread. Still people say, hey, that's just not my problem. Some people do what must be done. They see the hole in the fabric that must be sewn. They see the way blockaded and they roll back to stone. They see the day beyond the horizon, and they do what must be done. Some people do what must be done. You know they do what must be done. They see the way beyond the horizon, and they do what must be done. Some people do what must be done. You know they do what must be done. They see themselves on the long road to freedom, and they do what must be done.
Check 1, 2. Okay, so now it's time for our blessing of the offertory. So let's say a prayer for our gifts today. From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes and gifts have been collected. They're evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. And they do good work in the world, blessing the giver and the receiver, and allow this, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be open and available to those who are seeking to remember who they are, and for those who may not know it yet. And for that, this entire community and world is blessed. We are grateful. So it is. Amen. Thank you. I'll put it over here. These amps going to vibrate. So let's stand up and sing our closing song, shall we?
Yeah, right. Another traditional song. Here we go.
Go ahead.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall all be free. We shall all be free, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall all be free. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall all be free. Time. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved.
And now for our benediction. Something wonderful is happening right now.
Something wonderful is happening right now.
It's happening in my mind.
Happening in my mind.
It's happening in my body.
Happening in my body.
It's happening in the body of my affairs.
Happening in the body of my affair.
I think it.
I think it.
I feel it.
I feel it.
And I know it.
I know it.
Just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is not.
Just the way it is now.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
Happy Father's Day. Have a great week, everybody.